Should you dine outside?
Princess of Bear, today we're hanging out in the Ministry of Magic in Epic Universe because it's time to go to
Café de la Sirène. I'm saying that wrong.
We're going to butcher it, but it's the cafe just inside the portal for Ministry of Magic right here to the left. Now they have some French-inspired dishes for us to try, and as your number one choice to food and infotainment, we're here to investigate, so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. This is going to be magical.
It's time to foodie and chill. This is our Ratatouille baguette. I'm very excited for this, though very large, so I am going to use a knife and fork to cut this piece because the Ratatouille here is gorgeous. I'm just going to move the paper. You can see here we have the gorgeous pesto, layers of veggies, all the things, pesto on both sides. Beautimous. I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat a whole bite, but let's just cut a piece, shall we? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, this is a messy one. It smells amazing. The pesto is like super herbaceous. It's just a lot of bread. I feel like all of these like hoagie style sandwiches here at Epic have a large like bread ratio compared to like the innards. Something we've found at pretty much every vegan thing that we've tried so far. So I'm gonna put these veggies on the bread. Maybe, okay. It's like a little hors d'oeuvre end piece as I still spoon. I have had many ratatouille on this channel. More specifically, I have had many different iterations of ratatouille in the France pavilion at Epcot. My favorite was Monsieur Paul because of the way it was presented and it was very like flavor forward. This baguette, like sandwich, just beats that out of the water. Something about like the ratatouille of the vegetables, they're just like what you would expect from ratatouille. They taste slow cooked, they taste like they're smothered in tomato, they have like that beautiful like sauce that you usually create to make the ratatouille, and then you elevate it with the pesto sauce, which just gives it like another level of like herbs, like more than your standard herbs de Provence that you get, which is amazing. And then you put the bread into it too, so it's like you kind of had a ratatouille like almost stew and you dipped it in the bread and then you ate the bread type situation. This is comfort food in a bite, and it's like all those flavors that you expect from the Ratatouille movie where Remy's like eating the things and describing the food and takes you to like that whole other plane of existence. That's literally what this is. So if they were trying to do some wizarding stuff to make the food elevated and tasty, they succeeded. That is a 4.75 out of 5 breads. It gives good bread, is very well flavored, and it is better. I didn't think I was going to like this at all, but it is better than what I expected.
So, a ratatouille baguette stuffed full with the tomatoes, zucchini, squash, a little bit of arugula in there, all nicely slow cooked. I think I see some grill marks in there even. I really need to know, are they cooking back there with pans? Are they using wands back there? Because this already looks like a magical beastie. A fantastic beast, if you will. I will give props for props is due. For both Epic Universe and Universal Studios as a whole, these portion sizes are massive. This is basically like depending on where you go, either a whole baguette or like 2/3 of a baguette. And while I wouldn't normally knock you for the bread ratio, honestly, getting these veggies in between what is basically a whole baguette seems proper to me. The right amount of bread. I love that the veggies are so well cooked and seasoned. with those herbs and the pesto, what would normally be like a very strong slap in the face flavor is balanced out by the amount of bread that you have. So to me, this is a deal and a huge portion for our plant-based community and vegetarians if you want to indulge. This is a tasty baguette. Just don't use it as a wand and don't beat anybody with it. I would give it 4.25 out of 5 claws.
My beautiful baguette comes with some lovely fries that pass the fry test and are beautifully seasoned. Now, it comes with ketchup. I'm not a ketchup person. Thankfully, I bring my own sauces, so I brought my own mustard. I'm just gonna throw some mustard on there because mustard is a superior fry sauce. I really love the taste of these fries, but I think of all the fries that I've tried at Epic, my favorite are actually the Meteor Astropub. That was my favorite thing of that meal there. So if you're gonna get fries, go there. But these ones aren't like the worst, but they're not also my favorite. I would give them like a 3.5 out of 5 fries. They give good fry. They pass the fry test, but I don't know. They're not as steak fry as the Meteor Astropub, and I think their fries are better.
So this Café Sirène seasoned fry. Look at that, little herbs, little touches of salt in there, like salt-based style, like sprinkled on there. That is a nice, solid-looking fry. Whole cut from potatoes. Probably not fresh cut, but they still got a little bit of skin on, which I love. They got a little skin in the game. Do this little fancy ramekin of ketchup here. There's a tasty fry. Nice and crispy on the outside, lightly salted, warm on the inside. That is a baseline for fries. Now, yes, we have tried other fries in this park, and I wouldn't say it was the best. But getting a solid fry with a solid sandwich, this meal feels complete. I'm giving these fries a 4.25 out of 5 claws. At least a fry game is on point. But I guess in Ministry of Magic, anything that looks like a wand should probably taste good. Here we have the Quiche Lorraine. You have this wonderfully roasted looking egg-based quiche with bacon, caramelized onions, and gruyere cheese with this Mornay sauce, which looks sort of like a bechamel-based sauce, a little bit of parsley on the top. It looks like a beautiful wedge of quiche. And honestly, let's see how the French be doing it. Nice little layers in there. I see bacon. I see caramelized onions. I see a lot of sauce, probably too much. But I did take magic pills, so I am safe. That is classic quiche. You get that front wave of that egg flavor with the bacon and a little touch of the onion. The onion isn't overpowering. It's like, I would give it like 50% egg, 30% bacon, and maybe like 10% onion, and the rest is the Mornay sauce on top. But it's flavorful, eggy. But if you like quiche, you love a little bite of that French culture, I believe this will do you right. I'm not going to go so far as to say that it's going to be an extremely filling dish, but do get a side salad. It feels light and healthy adjacent, if you will. I would give it a solid 4 out of 5 claws. Here we have this wonderful side salad. I have absolutely no idea what it's dressed with, because like what we're finding with the Universal app is that with the mobile ordering here in Epic Universe, a lot of the sides are not exactly spelled out. Like, you know, you're getting one, but like the ingredients in the sides are not as well listed as the mains, which I think needs to change. People can get themselves in trouble, especially with some complicated sensitivities or allergies. The allergy chefs have been great, but still, ingredients in the mobile order menu, please. So, go ahead and dig right into this. What is basically a ton of arugula and red onions, which I will avoid and consume in my bati. Falls everywhere. Whatever it is, it's definitely a vinaigrette with that vinaigrette tart on the end. It's nice and light, not overly dressed. You get the crunch still in the leaves. Tomatoes are a nice touch. I could probably do with less onions, but that's a personal preference. But as a side salad, it's doing just fine. I think it goes well with the quiche. And again, healthy-ish option. 2.75 out of 5 plus.
This is the gorgeous vegan cassoulet. Now, I've had several cassoulets on this channel. This is the one that I've looked forward to the most of all the ones that I've seen. It's got so many different components to it. I did want to do like a vegan croissant with it, but unfortunately they're out of vegan croissants right now. They have an issue with the manufacturer, so it's going to be a bit before I can have that. So, cassoulet by itself. I absolutely love this. I just wish it was served in like a bread bowl or something because it needs more bread. The flavors of it are amazing. The sausage is amazing. Bear and I last night we cooked at home and we made like a black-eyed pea stew with unreal bacon in it, and I was obsessed with that. It was so good. This is very similar to the same flavors that we had in our stew last night. It's just a lot of really good flavors and components. It's very complex. It's very herbaceous. I love the stew. The sausage is cooked so freaking well. This is better than I expected it to be. I would give this a 4.5 out of 5 cassoulet. I'm going to be getting this more than once.
So, the cassoulet with this plant-based sausage in here, little grill marks in there. Always little grill marks on plant-based and alt meats. Touch of care, I feel. You have plenty of beans in here, tomatoes. I see a little bit of carrot, and a little bit of like croutons, or crouton-looking bread on top. Give you a little crunch. That is a beautiful looking cassoulet, even just on the spoon. I would love to hate on this because it's Beyond Sausage, but I have been the biggest proponent of when you do get a Beyond Sausage, it's the fixings that really matter. It mixed into this cassoulet, I think it's fitting. Is there a tinge of that usual consistent Beyond flavor in there? Yes, but married with everything else in the dish, honestly, who cares? It is a good, nice, authentic piece of Parisian culture. I love the beans. I love the little crunch in there. I could also do a little bit of the bread. I don't know, like a whole piece of bread, but more of the croutons on top might be nice. But otherwise, off to the races with it. I would give it 4.5 out of 5 plus.
The beautiful frozen butterbeer. Now this one is actually vegan with a vegan cream. It's almost like eating ice cream. So delicious. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to share this with Bear, and he got this. That's a 5 out of 5. That's a Princess Cities item. And you know what? You should use the bathroom here too because it smells like butterbeer as well.
Frozen butterbeer with delusions of grandeur here in the Ministry of Magic portal. We have the dairy-free butterbeer, and being that it's French, it's the Bièraubeurre Glacée. I am horrible at French words, so I'm going to be butchering this entire review, but yes, I've added myself. I am a frozen butterbeer person. I'm not ashamed of that. And dairy-free because I'm lactose intolerant. Previously, I couldn't get the whip on the regular frozen butterbeer because that'd make me ill. Having a non-dairy version, that's like heaven. Like, this is my frozen treat. Who needs Dole Whip? I have frozen butterbeer. That is a 5 out of 5 clause. All we need now is an alcoholic version. I'm gonna keep asking, too.
This is the only vegan wine on the menu, but I'm glad that there is a vegan wine because Universal historically has not had a lot of those. Cheers. It's very robust. It's very rich. It's medium bodied, so it's gonna be great in the heat, whether you sit inside or outside. Lovely. Probably pair well with almost anything that you get here. I like it. It's very, very complex wine. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5 wines. It makes me feel medium fine.
Little piece of the fantastical whenever you can find it here, be it Fantastic Beasts or Harry Potter. I am taking the wine wherever we can get it. It smells wonderful. Cherry notes in there? Ooh. It's right in the middle between like a medium body and full body wine, but not too harsh. You don't get a real tart grape, but you definitely get those cherry notes at the front. A little oaky, don't mind that. That is a delicious sipping wine. I've only the pours weren't so insulting. I give it 4 out of 5 claws. Here we have the beautiful, probably eventually iconic Bièraubeurre or butterbeer crepe. It's the only crepe you're going to find here in Epic Universe, but it is a butterbeer top crepe. You have the butterscotch syrup on top, this butterscotch whipped cream, the crepe itself, strawberries. It looks straight out of a picture book. How does it taste? Nice, a sweet crepe. I would say, number one, careful of how much of the butterbeer whipped cream you get in each bite, because that combined with the syrup is a butterscotch knockout. That's all my mouth tastes. Yes, there was some pastry beneath that. All I got was that butterscotch, and now it is hanging in my mouth like so many grandmother's toffee candy sort of deal. It tastes like butterbeer in a crepe. You will have that. Everything that you expect it to taste like is exactly what it tastes like. Probably a little bit sweeter than even you would expect looking at it. And that's saying a lot, given the nature of both the butterscotch and strawberries and then this whipped cream on top. It is a sugary rush. It is very rich. I would almost call this a shareable portion, but I'm not going to deny you the ability to challenge yourself. Some of you will make this disappear like so much magic. Honestly, I was expecting this to be god-awful. That's part of the reason why I got it, because I was expecting it to fail. It did not. It passes. 4.5 out of 5 passes. This cafe has paved a pathway to my heart.
I am so full.
The portion sizes are excellent. The food is flavored well. The food here at Epic Universe, I know you hear a lot of people saying they stepped up, but they've honestly improved their game. It makes the other parts and their quick service foods look like, well, hot garbage by comparison.
Yes.
Everything quick service here that we've tried so far, including the cafe, looks like and feels like, tastes like, served like table service food, which is exactly what Universal needed. If you're going to keep me in Ministry of Magic all day, you got to feed me.
Yes.
That's a base. It's given. Drinks and food, and we got that. But I want to know what you guys think. Butterbeer crepes, French food, sound like your bag?
More vegan things?
More vegan things. Hopefully the vegan croissant comes back on the menu.
Yes, please.
The princess is currently trying to convince me to add another preview day.
Please, I need that croissant in my body.
Because she wants this croissant. But I want to know what you guys think. Let us know in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you like to see us do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear will just flu powder, yeet himself away. Way away.
She's so gorgeous, I stopped listening. But you heard the girl.